Slaptail Squad, assemble.
If you are listening to this, you remember the great Slaptail Nation, my nation. And who am I? I'm the Beaveman, master of the universe, creator of all things great and small, and Lord High Commander of the great Slaptail Nation army. And with me today, live in the Beaver Den, with an ass so fine it'll make you want to violate the first commandment, the Padme to my Darth Vader, the evil into my Skeletor, a woman who's so stingy with her pussy, she's as stingy as Scrooge McDuck is with $1. I give you the Swan. Say hello, Swan.
Hello, Swan.
Nice job.
Thank you.
How's things been?
They've been kind of thingy.
They've been kind of thingy.
Yeah.
What's that? What you got on your face there?
My horror makeup.
Horror makeup?
Like,
horror?
Yes.
Horror makeup?
Like Ron's does.
Horror makeup. Horror makeup.
Or horror makeup.
Oh, okay.
One of the two.
404.
Oh, sure.
403. 404.
I got hose.
405. Also with us today, all the way from the stinkiest part of the French Quarter. Smells like an armpit and from under cheese and the yeast that grows from down under.
No.
I don't like
I'm
that
sitting
intro.
next to her and she doesn't smell like that.
That's how she makes her bread.
Mm.
We give you Gigi. Hello, Gigi.
Bonjour.
How are you, Gigi?
I'm well.
Any vampires in your area?
Vampires. Do I count as a vampire?
Oh, isn't that where Interview with a Vampire was?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Like you some Dracula.
Yeah.
Because of my bloody lips.
Anyway,
So
no croissant, you say?
No croissant.
No croissant.
No croissant.
No croissant for you. Also with us today, making disgusting noises, so I muted him and he doesn't even realize it. Our good buddy, known in at least one county for his comedy.
Oh. Maybe two. Two counties.
More than-
Tri-County area.
Tri-County
area. Our good buddy, comedian Mike Cotayo, also known as Nemo, with his lucky fin. Mike, how are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
And he's like, I'm all right.
From Jersey.
Get some Jersey.
Jersey.
I'm all
You
right.
want-
How's it
You want a
going?
sandwich? I got you a
I got
sandwich.
something for you.
Oh,
With some special sauce on it.
I have a question for Nemo.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Nemo, tell us about your latest travel adventures.
That wasn't a question. That was a statement.
Yeah.
Have you had any travel adventures lately?
What is this, Jeopardy? You don't need to phrase it in the form of a
Phrase-
question.
I have a
Well,
question.
she said I have a question for
I
you.
did,
and then
I
she
made a statement. It was
instead.
incorrect. So I was correcting myself.
Why are you picking your ears? Why is this a thing? Don't you own Q-tips?
Look for your keys. Maybe they're in there.
Oh, ugh. Are you going to tell us about your travels?
I actually
What?
I actually have the earwax remover kit.
Oh, one of those little spiral.
I don't want to know. He's
Yeah.
waxy.
Yeah.
He's got butt problems. Like, you're a big, giant mess.
I want to hear about your latest
I am
travels.
waxy. I do have a lot of wax in my ears.
But I want to hear about your travels.
Let's hear about your latest
what
adventure,
happened?
Nemo. Your
They
latest.
were fun.
They were fun.
You know, as it is, sometimes you spin out.
Hold on
Sometimes
just a second,
things
Mike.
go
Hold
well.
on just a second, Nemo. Hold on just a second. Before you tell your story. Just 1 second. And now it's time for the traffic report from senior crash test dummy traffic reporter, Mike Nemo Cotayo.
Go ahead.
You are hilarious.
So tell us about your
How long
latest
did it take you to
adventure.
come up with that.
About 4 minutes.
I bet you were up all night thinking,
Nope.
What is the new dance the kids love?
What are you talking? That was the best intro for you. Are you kidding?
Yeah, what the hell? Don't be ungrateful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us your story.
Yeah. Tell us your story.
Once upon a time, there was a torrential downpour.
Oh. And
I was going along in my lane, minding my own business. And then my wheel kind of went woo woo. And I'm like, oh, I should slow down. So I slowed down a little bit, but not a little bit enough. Because then I started spinning, bitches.
Oof.
Spin, spin, spin.
You did a bunch of 360s?
Oh yeah.
Oof.
I was all the way in the left lane. I ended up all the way in the right lane.
And then,
Right lane. Did I say right lane?
yes. Did you close your eyes when this
I'm
happened,
racist.
or did you watch it as it
No, I
happened?
watched it. It was like a carnival ride.
Wow.
Frightening.
Whee!
That's scary.
As he spun, it was like a centrifuge, so shit was hitting the inside of his windows.
Oh. That would indicate that he didn't have any pants on.
Well,
Oh no. You know how good the little kids are. They can shit right out their pants.
Like when they have explosions out
Yeah.
the back. Habibi.
It was not fun.
And then what happened?
at any
And then I waited 2 hours for the cops.
What? Why 2
Yeah,
hours?
to come. Because I don't know why.
it was
They
raining and they
just-
didn't want to come out in the rain.
They're like, well, wait till it slows down.
They were not happy. Actually, they were very nice.
And then what happened? What did the cops do after they got there?
They surveyed the scene.
Did you pretend to have a seizure?
I don't know.
Right on the spot? You're like,
Who's pretending?
I can't. You're like, I'm not getting a ticket. Like, did you limp and everything? You're like, oh, I
They
can't.
did. I didn't get out of my car.
Oh, they didn't have you get out of your car at all?
No.
Okay.
I
They had to cut him out.
I got out of the car. So I hit when I was spinning, I hit another car and their back bumper came off.
Oh.
And we were in opposite lanes of traffic. But I was so concerned about them. I went over to the other lane, which is death defying, I might have you know.
It was like Nemo playing Frogger.
Oh my God.
So I went over to the other lane, but I was too far ahead. So I had to put my car in reverse on the highway in the shoulder
Oh, Jesus.
to get back to them.
Really?
And then I got out to see if everyone was okay.
He got out and
And
they're like,
everyone
what
was-
the fuck? They figured that it was like he had escaped and he was like some fucking zombie. And he just lumbers toward them.
He's like,
They're like, fuck, punch
just
it,
kidding.
punch it. It's the Walking Dead.
And like, what's the matter with that guy? Did we fuck him up with the car accident?
Oh.
Oh,
You
Habibi.
did this.
You should have got on and said, look what you did to my arm. Oh my God, that would have been awful.
One time I did do that. I said, I never walked like this before. And what's wrong with my arm? Let me go back.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, man.
You fucked up my legs. See how I'm walking now?
Oh.
That's awful, but funny.
Oh, well, at least you're all right. And then what happened?
Nothing really.
He had to change his underwear.
Before or after?
My understanding, he doesn't bother with that
I'm
anymore.
just
He
kidding.
just stuffs absorbent towels down his pants.
Oh, okay.
He waits till he gets to a
I do
different
not
location.
really bother with that anymore.
Gotcha.
I feel like as someone who frequently shits themselves, you should.
How do you not know what's causing this is my question.
I just, you know what popped up on my, Facebook or Instagram? Somebody posted a driver's side car seat with a toilet built into it, and I immediately, I was like, oh my God,
It's for
we
Mike.
must get this for Mike.
Oh my God.
Teo must have this.
You just built it into the seat. You
Yeah, it was just built in.
That's fantastic.
Last time we did the podcast, my wife asked me, why did you talk about shitting for a whole hour?
You're like, why are you listening?
Wow.
But she could only hear like your end of the conversation because she wasn't.
Oh,
exactly.
Yeah.
I
so-
thought she listened to the podcast, unlike some people who are on this podcast that do not listen to it.
No, she doesn't like podcasts.
Grace.
Just kidding. Oh no, I listen every week. I've listened every time. Whether
Who
I'm
you
on
talking
it.
about then, Ron's?
We're not mentioning any names.
Thanks. I wasn't.
They
going to.
know who they
They
are.
know who they are.
No, they don't because they don't listen to this, so they're not even gonna get the warning.
Oh.
Anyway, moving on.
Anyway.
Well, Mike, I'm glad you're okay.
Ron's is my buddy.
I'm glad you're okay, Mike.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we're glad you're okay.
He's special, just like me.
He's
different
something
kind.
just like you.
Well, we got to go see Mike.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sorry I missed that show, by the way.
Before the accident.
Well, you had accidents the day before, though, too.
On the way there. Didn't you have an accident on
No.
the way?
No, that
Oh.
he did in
No.
his pants.
Oh.
Wah,
Wah wah.
wah.
Hadam.
I don't think I did I?
Why'd you
When
leave
did
late?
that
You
happen?
told
so
me.
Swan told me that you left
Why did
late.
you leave late? You didn't leave,
Leave where late?
your house. You were supposed to come like a couple days early, but you couldn't because
I
why?
wasn't feeling well.
Because you had what?
Poopy pants.
The poopies. The poopies.
Face of the poopies, as Jumanji would say.
The poopies?
The poopies.
The poopies.
That's what Jumanji calls them.
That's funny. The poopies.
The poopies.
The poopies.
How did you feel about your performance, Mike?
About my performance in my pants?
I was referring to
Did a
your
really good job.
I give it a 6.
Was it chunky? Was it watery? I was just
Like
kidding.
the consistency of guacamole.
Oh,
Get some chips.
There probably were chips in it already.
we once went
Oh
we
God.
went to this diner called Manny's Diner in Jersey. Go there.
Shout out to Manny's Diner.
Oh no! I don't know. Does Manny's want this publicity? I'm not sure that they do. You
No,
guys,
they
you
probably
guys
don't.
want
They
to
probably
shit your
don't.
guts out?
So,
Check out Manny's in Jersey.
Manny's, we ordered nachos.
Oh God.
2 days later, my poop is green. And I say to Jeanette, we're on the phone. I'm like, I'm shitting, as I often do when I'm on the phone.
As one does.
And I say, my poop is green. She goes, are you serious? Mine too. With the nachos.
It can't be from 2 days later.
Sure, why not?
Depends on how
Yeah.
fast
Why not?
people's
I guess,
colons
I
work.
guess it depends on what's
Sure,
pure.
sure.
I mean,
backed
if
up.
you eat the gluten, yours is right away.
Oh, yeah, true.
Oh,
Like,
Oh, here we go.
no.
Oh my goodness.
If I eat this right away, I get the shits right away. Oh, immediately. Oh,
put that
put it
away,
away.
Nemo.
Put it down. You're not the
Put
Karate Kid.
that away.
I know the Karate Kid. Put it away.
You're going to be muted.
All right. Anyway.
Why don't I just pull out a kazoo and
Anyway,
just
back
add
to the whole thing. It was good to see Nemo do stand up. Nemo, can I ask you a question? Just a serious question.
Yeah.
Were you ignoring that red light that constantly flashed at you?
No, so
Mike's like, fuck this red light. I'm going to do 4 more minutes.
the way the light works is it blows steady for 45 seconds. Then for the last 15, it blinks, so you know to get off.
Oh, like this? Get off or get off the stage?
Get
No,
off.
get
Swan-
off the stage.
How long do you think it blinked for 15 seconds?
Yeah, probably. Because, yeah. I mean, he wrapped it up pretty
'Cause
good afterwards.
You were so focused on it.
Yeah, it just seemed
that you were
longer.
like it
but-
felt forever.
No, we were like, I was like,
Because
why is
most
this
of
he's
the
blinking?
others ended it right when the light came on.
Yeah,
So.
because they're amateurs. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my goodness. Now, did you know any of the other comedians?
I knew a couple of them.
Ah, okay. Gotcha. One of them was a Michigan comedian. He's on our Facebook. So,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
he's
Dan.
I met him before.
Yeah, Dan. Yeah, I've never met him personally, but
I
hoping
knew
to go see him.
Sandra, who said she was surprised I was funny.
That was funny. I'm sad that Beaveman missed it.
Why did she say she was
Oh.
surprised?
He was like, she came out to like congratulate Mike, and he's like, you were pretty funny this time. You were actually pretty funny this time. And she was like meaning it like he had a good set, but it sounded like a douche. She sounded it douchey. Her
what
delivery
she
was
said-
awesome.
What she said was, I'm surprised you were funny. And what she meant was, I'm surprised you didn't win.
Yeah.
You were
because
funny.
You were funny.
Oh, I see.
I was surprised that the girl got second because I thought she was fun. I thought she was funnier than the guy.
Yeah, you have no idea what they're looking for.
Oh, I'm sure I don't.
It's a man's game. That's why it's dumb.
No.
And she
Most
didn't even.
comedians,
She didn't even place the next day.
Oh,
She wasn't in the top 3. It was 3 guys.
I won first one, and I watched the video. I'm like, this sucks. What were you looking at?
Don't you think they have like criteria for each one? Like we want this
They
type of
judge
comedy.
on, they have specific things they judge on. I don't remember what they are at the moment.
if you have 2 functioning arms.
Originality.
Oh, harsh.
No wonder I don't win.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just being an
No,
asshole.
you're not.
I'm just being an asshole. I'm just kidding.
Remember when I liked you?
I know. I've hung around John too long.
Did you notice?
I've hung around Beaveman too long.
Nemo, did you notice? Did you get the pictures that we took there that we sent you of us 3 together?
Yeah.
Did you get the picture of you and I together?
I didn't notice.
You didn't notice?
Where's my phone?
Harsh. So Nemo was trying to hide his arm, which I don't know why he does that because everybody knows. It's like he's ashamed of his arm. Like
It's adorable.
Like he's ashamed of his arm. It's like his new thing. So when I took my picture with him, I bent my arm like he does.
I did too. It was funny.
So he could be twinsies, but he hit his arm.
What the hell?
It should be like our
So
salute.
my
It
wife-
should be our salute for the squad. That should be our salute.
Oh.
Like,
I just-
boom.
Just noticed my wife texted me asshole. I don't know what she's referring to. Why am I an asshole, honey?
He's screaming at
I
her.
am an asshole.
Why am I an asshole? What are you talking about?
Probably
Because
mad.
of the Manny story.
Oh.
She didn't want people
She-
to know her poop was green.
Well, tell
Okay,
her.
happens.
Tell her one time I ate like almost an entire birthday cake from the grocery store for my birthday, and it was like electric blue. And like 2 days later, my poo was electric blue, and I'm not even kidding. It was.
That's a lot of
That
Food
happens
dye.
almost every time you eat Blue Moon ice cream.
I don't
Your
eat
poop
Blue
is
Moon
almost
ice
so much
always
cream.
food dye. We don't need all that.
Blue Moon.
One of the ladies on the podcast was blue for days.
From frosting.
Well, she ate electric blue candy.
Well, anytime you
Frosting.
eat red velvet cake, check out your poop then. It looks like you're bleeding. It's awful.
It's awful.
It's awful. So much
Especially if
blood.
it's that time of the month and you don't know which it is.
I
Well,
mean,
your
you can
poop
pretty
isn't
much
bloody.
tell
See,
which.
there's more than it's not a cloaca. There's
There's 2 separate holes. I'm just going to explain to you this now.
I have 3 holes.
There's actually 3 holes.
I know there's 3 holes,
3
but I
holes.
meant where the blood is coming out next to where the poop is coming out. It's not the same hole.
I don't think you're qualified to explain
whatever.
this. You got there too
I know I have 3 holes. I'm just talking about where the 2 holes are near each other. It doesn't mean they
Well,
come.
the other one's near there too, but if
Yeah, it's
there's
further
blood
up,
coming
though,
out
but
of there, it's bad. And if there's
further
poop
up.
coming out of
Yeah.
there, that's bad too.
Even
my God.
better.
Even worse.
That would be awful.
moving beyond traffic.
Oh, beyond traffic.
Moving beyond traffic. We're going to talk about moms. We missed Mother's Day. Well, we didn't miss Mother's Day.
Did we?
This show is after Mother's
This
Day.
show's after Mother's Day, but I thought we could talk about moms.
We could reminisce.
Reminisce about moms.
Moms and motherfuckers. No, I'm just kidding.
Now, I was thinking about my mom, and I really love my mom, but I'm not really sure why. She must have been really nice to me when I was little, because she's pretty much ignored me since then. Only to say that passive aggressive type stuff.
I feel like you love her because of that.
In
Like you're
spite
just
of it.
trying to buy her love, like get her attention by loving her so much.
Is she nice to you at all or no?
Loving you.
Well, my mom, if you call my mother, she talks to you. You can time it. She is done with the conversation in less than 1 minute.
Oh, yeah.
But then she'll also say like nobody calls her, nobody talks to her, stuff like that. Or she'll call. The only time that my mother ever really talks to me for very long is sometimes she'll call me and say, "This is how she'll preface it. I know you're not a real doctor,
What?
but," and then she'll ask me questions about what's wrong with her friend or whatever, her family member. And I'm like, well, then call a real doctor. If I'm not a real doctor, call a real doctor.
My favorite is when she calls and she's like, "Are you working?" And I'm like, "Nope." And then she's like, "Okay, well, just checking in. Bye." I'm like, "So why did it matter if I was working if you're going to hang up on me in like 5 seconds anyway?"
They always call me when I'm working, and they know that I'm working. That's why they do it. So if I was to answer the phone, that's their out.
Ah.
They can say, oh, you're working. I'm like, yeah, like a normal human being during normal business hours seeing patients. I'm doing the same thing every day. But no, the conversation is very quick. And then I'll say, well, I love you, Mom. Bye. And she'll go, bye. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
No loving you.
No.
No.
There's no love in you.
No.
You and I are going to sing a little duet.
Terrible. Yeah, so I'm not sure. She must have been, and I don't think I have bad parents. I just don't think that they were interested in being parents.
I think there's a lot of people of our parents' generation are like that.
Yeah, they might have came from slightly larger families.
Yep.
And they were supposed to have children.
Right.
And they did, but they're like,
Like, I don't want to deal with them.
I don't want to deal with that. And I don't want to have a bunch of them.
No.
So.
Do you guys like being parents?
I love this. This is the thing I love most in the world.
I love being a parent. Yeah. It's awesome to see that raising these people, these humans, and making sure they're good people. It's nice.
I love being a parent too.
Yeah. It is the best, even though, they go from loving you a lot and then they love you a little less. And then, they call you daddy, then they call you dad, then it's bruh.
No, I don't deal with bruh.
I've been after this girl to call me anything other than Mike.
Wait, your kid's calling you Mike all the time?
She's my stepdaughter.
Oh, I see.
Tell her to call you Nemo.
Yeah, ask her if she wants to call you Nemo.
That's
I'm like,
cute.
call me anything else. She's
Nemo.
like,
Hey, dick face.
Hey, asshole, what's up?
that'd be better.
Turd merchant. That's my favorite. Turd merchant.
Turd.
Oh,
Turd merchant.
Okay, I like that.
One day I was taken to school and I'm walking behind her and I go, Aurelia, I love being your parent most of the time. And then she started laughing. She's like,
Yes, because as I say, children are assholes because if they weren't, we would never want them to leave the house. No?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, the daughter is pretty much an asshole. This has probably been the best year, I think, that she hasn't been.
She's
as
like
asshole-y.
counting down the days till she moves out.
Right, but I don't want her to leave.
Yeah.
So.
She's not going to be far.
Yeah, but I asked her, I'm like, so are you going to come home every weekend? She's like, no.
No, kids don't do that.
No.
Like, are you going to come home any weekend?
She's going to come home to get her car.
And I'm like, any weekend?
She's going to come home to get her car.
She'll come home and say, can I do laundry?
Yeah.
That's probably it.
Yeah. Or eat all your food and then
She
leave
doesn't
stuff
eat all
everywhere.
of our food now.
No, I know.
She prefers to eat out all the time.
I just think of my middle son when he comes home from school and it was like, what are we going to go eat? Let's do this. Let's make food. I'm like, oh my God, calm down. You're like a tornado.
Hungry. Probably not eating enough.
He eats enough. He's good. He just works out a lot too.
So he's good. He doesn't need any more food.
No, he eats ample amount. I don't know. He's just a hungry teenager. Well, he's 20, so he's not technically a teen anymore. It's crazy.
It is crazy.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Swan's mom.
Swan, tell us about your lovely mother.
We'll save the tear-jerking story of Nemo later because Nemo loves his mommy, but she's gone.
Okay, so we'll go back to way back in the childhood when I was born in Detroit. I grew up in Detroit. Yeah, we're going way back.
First,
I
don't know if you guys know this, but Nemo lost his mom.
Oh, when?
I don't know. In a zoo. What zoo
was in
was
the
she?
supermarket. I still can't find her.
Okay, so Swan,
Everybody's like,
your mom. What's going on?
but I feel like from early childhood memories, both of my parents actually, but mostly
It's not your mother.
I know. I'm just going back to setting the scene. They seemed like decent, normal parents until like second grade. So, I mean, up until then, my mom volunteered at like my preschool and it was like a co-op preschool. So the parents had to volunteer. So they took me to preschool and volunteered me at preschool and like taught me how I could read before I was in kindergarten. So we had all these like educational games. No, we had all these like educational games that we played and like they actually were interactive. And then something happened around like second grade, and then they just both stopped caring and didn't give two craps about what. Ooh,
Why are
tell
you
me.
raising your
I
hand?
bet I know what happened.
Oh, what happened?
Do you think that your mom walked in on your dad on the receiving end of
It seems she was on the receiving end of a good-sized prick.
Probably. So
Wait.
I do distinctly remember that I was outside with my dog at the time. It was a basset hound named Wrinkled. And my dad, I was sitting on the doghouse, like hanging out with the dog. And my dad was like, if we got divorced, would you rather live with your mom or your dad? I'm like, what the fuck?
What?
Like,
And you were in third grade or second grade?
second grade.
Second grade. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like 8, maybe 7, 8. And I was
Parents
like,
used to ask
all right.
that, too.
Yeah. I'm like, I'm like, I don't want to live with either of you motherfuckers, but okay. So I'm
I
like,
picked
Grandma. I'm like, I did. I said, Grandma. And then after that, it was like messed up and weird. So, and then in
Oh.
4th grade,
Do you think that your mom found your dad getting cocked?
my mom knew, yes, that
okay.
my dad is bi and had a boyfriend.
Oh, okay. So
And
she already knew about it. Yeah.
even to this day, like I was talking to my sister and she's like, Dad threw in Mom's face, I wish I would have left you for Keith. Like,
Oh,
I'm like,
that's
bitch,
mean.
I'd have left you right now. I'd have like rolled your ass out in the wheelchair into the road. But okay, but yeah, there's like a codependent, enabling, completely fucked up situation there. So yes, bad parents didn't take care of us.
How about your mother? We're just talking about moms.
Okay, I am. I'm getting there. So my mother is.
And your dad. We're not talking
3
about your
hours later.
Yeah, this is how I tell stories, and it's much like
No
my mother
wonder he
does.
fall-
Yeah.
No wonder he falls asleep.
Let her finish.
And then they get interrupted and I have to start all over again. So brace yourself. No. So ever since I was 9, my mother has been type 1 diabetic my whole entire life. Since she was a kid. So ever since she was 9, I was in charge of taking her blood
Or
sugar,
Wilford Brimley.
making sure she got the diabetes, making sure she didn't get too low of blood sugar, giving her injections, and basically being her nurse since I was 9 years old. There was
Diabetes.
more than one time that I found my mother with a blood sugar of less than 40 and had to like spoon feed her glucose
Do you know mellitus means be like?
because it smells like
Because
sugar.
that's how they could tell back in the day. Well, they used to like taste the urine, but
Yes.
also originally when they would set out the urine samples, bees would swarm around the urine because there was so much sugar in it.
Oh.
That's where the word mellitus comes from.
That's why I swarm my brown urine.
Yeah.
It's all that sugar.
Did you say brown urine?
Round
Did
urine.
you say you brown your urine?
You didn't enunciate. Brown urine. That's a problem.
That's a problem. That means you ain't drinking
If
enough
your
water.
urine is brown, you need to be hydrated.
If it's brown, flush it down. But if it's brown urine, you got a
You
problem.
got to see a kidney doctor.
Yes.
Could have a fistula from your booty hole to your bladder.
That's bad.
Ooh.
It's all
You
bad.
can piss shit.
So going back to my mom.
Can you really?
No,
You absolutely
Okay,
can. Yes,
let's
you
go back
can.
to that later.
Absolutely
Anyway.
can.
Continue
Yeah, so
about your mother.
basically, now I haven't really talked to them much in like 8 years. I've only talked to my mom maybe like 20 times in the past 8 years. But she's definitely. She also has rheumatoid arthritis and diabetes. So my entire life was taking care of my mother. My grandma took care of my mother her entire life. And it makes me grossed out when I like hear her voice because she sounds whiny and pathetic, even more worse than she did 10 years ago.
That's
It's
rough.
it's gross. It's like, I don't drive anymore because I can't see at nighttime, so I have to rely on someone to pick me up. And then if you want to pick me up, I'm gonna be late for everything because that's just how I am. So,
Oh my gosh.
and then yeah,
I don't even know her and I'm annoyed by that voice.
God, that makes me so horny right now.
doesn't it?
Can you do that voice again?
Can you talk like your mom so I can kick it off?
Rob. Can you go shove a barrel in your back pocket so I can look like your mom's ass?
Yeah,
I almost
she does,
spit on my
she
water.
does have a distinctive pear-shaped body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like large.
Looks like she got a kegerator in her back pocket.
She's got a front butt. She's got a front butt too. It's
Oh,
all bad.
haram.
It's all bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It doesn't sound good.
it's not good.
Oh, it's all bad. It's all bad.
So on that note, yeah,
So you didn't get her anything for Mother's Day, is what you're saying?
negative.
Negatron.
I
Negatory.
sent my aunt a card.
Did you get anything for Mother's Day?
I did, the baby swan got me a bead for my Pandora bracelet.
That I paid for.
Okay, well, she was going to pay for No, she actually bought it before you gave her money for it. So, with her own money from her job. And then the boy got me flowers. So,
The boy.
The boy.
It's funny.
Yes.
Anything to add about your mother?
I mean, what do you want to know?
I don't know.
I mean, I definitely don't look like her. I'm pretty sure I was hatched. I actually, honestly, no, she doesn't.
Oh my
I
God.
really.
When she puts her, so at night, when Swan takes her contacts out and she puts her glasses on and then she'll wear these. So it's my fault, but I did it because I'm a nice guy. But Swan she said for years that she wanted a night cap.
I like my ears covered when I sleep.
Oh, me too. I'm like that too. I always put
So,
the sheet up to my ear.
One year I bought her all these little caps.
Yeah.
They're like little satin lined caps. So she wears them, but I've always asked her, please don't put them on until the lights are off because I don't want to see
Oh,
it.
come on.
So she'll wear her she'll wear her glasses, which means they're the Coke bottle kind because she's farsighted.
So my prescription is very magnifying.
So
Yeah.
it looks like no, she's farsighted.
No. Oh, she's farsighted. Okay.
Yeah, so she has that's the really thick glasses where their eyes magnifies their eyes.
Oh,
like,
yes.
goofy.
Oh, you're right.
It looks like
You're
a couple of boiled eggs. So she'll put that on, and then she'll put her hat on, and then she looks exactly like her mom. And then she's always like, I don't look like my mother. I'm like, you absolutely do when you do that. You look exactly like your mother.
And that is how I get you not to have sex with me.
Oh.
I just put all that on.
And then she puts on a retainer or a headset, headgear. Fake
that's-
That's
headgear.
what I do. I put on my CPAP and I put my teeth in. And she's like, oh, what? You're not even going to kiss me goodnight? Like, nope.
That's your CPAP.
Nope. I'm like,
used to
Vader's
sound
my
like
spirit
that.
animal.
It used to sound like that. They've gotten so much quieter
they are
that
quieter,
they don't
yeah.
sound bad anymore.
One of my dear friends, the one I went to visit in LA, he uses a CPAP machine. I remember the first time he started using it, we were on a cruise together. And it was so loud at night, but I didn't care. Just knocked me out because of the sound, but it was pretty loud.
She didn't care. She was just rubbing one out, thinking about Darth Vader. Like, oh, Vader. Oh, God, yeah.
I
No.
saw a Facebook
Robocock.
page or posts all about people who have crushes on Darth Vader.
Darth Vader's awesome.
I just think it's funny.
You have a crush on a fake character?
I don't.
Yes.
have a crush on him.
I know
but
you-
There's
yes,
like a
you do,
whole
Beaveman.
Sure you
Facebook
do.
group for
Are
it.
you kidding me? You jerk off to Darth Vader.
Oh, Padme.
You would.
Oh, sorry,
Padme. Princess Leia. Hell yeah, I would. Hell yeah, I would. I got a picture of Princess Leia in her bikini from Return of the Jedi on my phone.
Of course you do.
Of course I do.
Nerd.
Okay, if you had to pick, would it be Princess Leia or Wonder Woman?
Oh, Wonder Woman.
Well, I'd still pick Linda Carter.
Oh, Linda Carter, 100%.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted Linda
Yeah.
Carter.
I'd still pick Linda Carter.
I had a crush on her when I was a kid, too. Loved her.
Hell yeah, when she would run.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
so hot. She had and that bustier thing top, where it's like,
God damn.
tits were just like, bam, bam,
God damn. Pow.
pow, pow,
Like a cow.
pow.
Anyway, God damn it, Gigi, you're just like me. Anyway,
Frightening.
Easily distracted.
Easily
Makes a lot of noise.
distracted.
Do voices.
We do
That's fine,
voices, yeah.
So Nemo, did you Linda Carter or Princess Leia?
Linda Carter.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Hell
That
yeah.
looks amazing.
Anyway. Okay. Anyway, moving on.
Anyway, moving on. Okay, is that enough about my mom?
I guess.
All right. I mean,
You look like her.
do you want to do your description of her, how she has a conversation? It's worse than a conversation with me
I actually
because
can't do it.
I can't do it either, and I usually can ramble.
All right, I'll give it a
as well.
shot. Here we go.
Okay.
This morning I went for breakfast, but I couldn't cut the bagel myself, so someone had to put butter on it. And then I was looking at the ads from the dollar. I got this at the dollar store. Did you know it was only 72 cents? They advertised it as 68 cents, and I talked them down from 72 to 68. So I did get it for 68, but I even actually got one for free. Oh, have you seen this cup? I'm really thirsty. Can you give me something to drink? I'm very hungry also. Oh, I think I just farted, you guys. I think I may have shat a little bit, but that's okay. Oh, and then can you take me over here? Because I have a coupon. I have a coupon that your dad clipped for me from the Detroit Free Press, because he gets coupons for all the time from the Detroit Free Press. And that's how we buy a lot of our food, because you get a lot of savings. Oh, and your sister,
Okay, we get it. We get it.
Yeah.
Tell us.
No,
But-
I want to know where the story ends.
No, it's
It
done.
doesn't.
It
It never
doesn't
ends.
end.
It
And
never
then-
ends. It's the never-ending
But
story.
the truth is, she honestly will get back to the beginning if you don't cut her off before that.
Really?
But it takes.
I like full
here,
circle.
hold on. I'll give you an example.
Oh my God, the text from her mother. I
I'll
am
give you
very
an
glad that I
example.
have nothing to do
So
with that.
there's a group chat because my father is in a nursing home right now, and I don't really care to read it, but I don't want to leave the group chat because I think it would be rude. But so basically,
You're worried about being rude.
to the group, not.
Oh my god.
Hi, I just started to leave you a regular message,
Oh my
but I got
God.
cut off because I talked to you too long and it saved it because I pushed 3, but I don't know if you'll get it or not. So I was going to give you an update about Bob's appointment today. It's all good. They took him off the big bandage and took the stitches out, and they did an x-ray, and everything's healing okay. And the doctor said that he can take a shower, but he can't sit under the water for a long time because even though he likes it, because they don't want the incision to get wet because water could seep into it and still, because he could still get an infection or something. But then pretty much anything he wants, he can do except for bend over because of the precautions. Even when they told him,
No butt
Mr.
sex.
Villa,
No butt stuff for Bob.
Bend over.
No butt stuff, Bob.
Oh my god, the
he
message is
can't
like
do anything because he feels comfortable. And then the foot doctor's going to see him, and his foot is healed up, but he has to wear a compression sock on the right, and then the other leg still has a couple sores, and they're healing good. And then they put an Uniboot on it, which is a medicated wrap, and he has to go back on next Tuesday to get it checked out, and then we'll see how it's healing, and hopefully he can go to a regular wrap and get it changed more often so he can take a shower before it gets changed. And that's kind of how everything's going so far, and it's looking pretty good. Yeah, and it's still going. Like literally,
there is
there's
no
another-
punctuation, and it is one long sentence. It is a
I
run-on,
love that.
the biggest run-on sentence I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
That's
and that was
amazing.
only half of it. So basically, yeah, that's a conversation with my mother, and it's terrible.
Oh my gosh.
And you
Tell
can
me more,
literally
tell me
set the phone down and come back, and she'll still be talking.
That's like my Aunt Rose.
Oh my gosh.
She won't shut up. She just keeps on talking. My father's sister. It's I love her, but she's like a child.
Does she have no one that listens to her? Is that why? And she's constantly talking?
Oh, and
Probably her 5 kids don't listen to her.
another thing she does is she turns everything into how it's her story. Like when my dad was going to have hip surgery, they were all worried about it and having this whole big group chat conversation. And she's like, well, I don't know. When I had my ablation, they did. I'm like, nobody gives a fuck about your ablation. We're talking about his hip surgery. Like, yeah, stupid.
Wow.
Anyway,
That's amazing.
there you go. That's
Uh-huh.
that's probably enough.
So, are you missing your mom?
Not at all. I was like
So, are you-
hoping that they would both go into a nursing home and I would never have to talk to either one of them again. So, and I'm definitely not cleaning out their fucking hoarder situation 3 houses when both of them die.
That doesn't sound fun.
My sister can have it all.
Yeah.
All the mess, all the fucking everything. Nope, don't want it.
No, thank you.
GiGi, would you like to comment about your mother? How much you missed her? How much time did you spend with your mom on Mother's Day?
0. I didn't see. I called her and
What'd you call her?
I called her.
New guys in the court.
Oh, hit the wrong one.
Not that one. No, I just called to sure. I honestly am somebody who does not like Mother's Day because I really hate the fact that as a child, I had to be
Yeah.
forced to tell my mother how much I love her on Mother's Day versus telling her whenever I want to. And she annoys the hell out of me. So I never liked Mother's Day. So my kids, it was so funny because I was like, should we give Mom a card? Do we have to give her something? No, you don't have to do anything. But they'll still say, Happy Mother's Day. I'm like, thanks. And then they feel like they need to do stuff. I'm like, you don't need to. It's fine. Just like, you want to do something for me, do it anytime. It doesn't have to be today. I appreciate
Like, do
people who love it.
Fucking day.
Every
Do
day,
something for me
right.
Every day,
Make
God
me
damn it.
breakfast in
Clean
bed
your- yes.
every day. Jeez.
Clean your shit up every day. That's what I want. But I appreciate that people love Mother's Day. My mother-in-law loves Mother's Day. And we were supposed to see her on Saturday, but then my in-laws were sick, so we didn't see them. Whatever. So it was fine. I was home.
Fucking.
But I got to see Patty LaPone on Mother's Day, so I was very excited about that.
Nemo, you know who Patty LaPone is?
Yes, you
I
shouldn't.
do.
I do not.
Yes, you do. I've told you
From
multiple
my gay days.
From your gay days?
Even Baby
But my
Swan
dad is.
knew
Yeah.
who that is.
Everybody knows
Because
her.
of Glee.
Okay.
Okay, I knew because of Corky.
Thank you.
And our neighbors had tickets, but they didn't go. And
What?
And then they were like, I should have asked you guys
Just
if you
give it a
wanted
ch-
them.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was a really good show. She was wonderful. She was wonderful. And I got a chance to chat with her for like a hot second the day before.
How's that a chat?
It was more like
a stalker.
I was more like a
situation.
stalker.
She was like fanboying her, and like let's hear how this conversation went.
So
Yeah. Conversation.
friend-
How's your conversation?
one of my
go?
friends told me she was eating dinner at a certain restaurant in town. So I ran up there, and just as I walked in, she was walking out with two people. And I said, Miss Lapone, quietly. And then I went, Miss Lapone, yes. And she looks back, and I said, I'm looking forward to your performance tomorrow. She said, thank you, dear. And then kept walking. So I was like, yeah, can you sign my ticket? But I didn't say that. I wanted to, but I didn't want to bother her.
Bother who?
Patty Lapone. That's who we're talking
You met
about.
her?
Corky's mom.
Yes.
I
just told you the story. Are you not?
She went to a restaurant that she knew she was at to stalk her.
No, not to
And
stalk her,
as she
just to
ca-
say hello.
That would
Literally
be
the definition
stalking.
of stalking. That is the definition of
You got
stalking.
intel on where she was, and you sought her out. That is the definition of stalking.
Okay, but I didn't do anything to her bad. I just
No,
said
you
hello.
don't have to do anything bad. It's
stalked her.
still stalking.
I mean, do you prefer? Would you prefer to? We can make
I
it
pooped
cool.
in her pocketbook.
I went and said, put it on her bill. I'd like a dessert, please. No, just kidding.
Would you prefer we try to make it cool? And okay, you weren't stalking, you were hunting.
I was no hunting. I was just running into her casually.
Accidentally on purpose.
based on information that you.
Oh, I love it. It was so funny. I was so geeked when I saw her. First, I didn't recognize her because I didn't realize her hair is blonde right now. And when she
Blonde.
walked by, I'm like, oh, her hair's not, it's blondish. Yeah, she has a more blonde.
Maybe she was like wearing a wig to be disguised so that no creepy stalkers were following her.
No, because the next day she had the same hair. So it was
Oh,
her hair. It's
all
just,
right.
yeah.
Why?
I have a share obsession.
You have a, Cher's amazing. That's
I have
why.
a share.
I do too from the 70s.
Cher still looked good when I saw her. It was like 10 years ago, but I saw Cher in Las Vegas and she still belts out music amazingly
She
and
was in,
still looks good.
she was in Kalamazoo in
I
2020.
don't know if I would fuck Cher.
Well,
She
I don't know
probably
if
wouldn't
she'd let
fuck you
you.
either.
I
I know
know
that.
for sure would fuck you.
I know, but I'm like in a perfect world. I'm like, would I fuck Cher?
In a perfect world.
I mean, I would if
give
she
you
offered
the
it.
time of day.
I mean, so I have a picture. I want to ask you guys if you think I look like my mom. Not that the listeners can see this, but I want to show it to Beaveman. And who do I look like? That's my parents.
I mean, you definitely look like both of them.
Both of them.
Like,
Okay, what do you think, Beaveman? Like,
Oh.
don't hurt yourself. Like a mix?
yeah, it's a good mix.
Mm.
Did your mom used to have dark black hair like you, or did
She
you get
did,
the
and
dark-
she just
yeah.
constantly dyes it this weird brown color, which I don't understand because her hair used to be black. But you can't dye your hair black because it looks weird.
Yeah, black
It's that
always
weird
looks
ashy
like
color that
blue
just
or
yeah,
purple if you do
right.
that. Yeah.
And she refuses to let it go gray, even though she would look adorable with it. But she's too vain to let it go gray.
Hmm.
What do you think?
I don't think you look like either one of them.
Okay. Well, I know. I feel like I look like a mix. I feel like I'm more. I definitely have the personality of my dad.
I want to see your mom younger, and then
My mom younger.
Oh, go figure. Dad's got his shirt unbuttoned to this.
That's
beyond
he
second.
always.
And
Are
he's
you
got
kidding?
the gold chain on his
Yes.
chest.
Yeah, I told you. He used to, I swear to God, he was like, he could have been in the mafia. It's so funny. Yeah, he totally does. He's got his Masonic little symbol on his neck, see? And a cross.
you have to text it to Mike.
All right, what are you
Like,
saying?
put it in the
Okay,
Oh,
group
yeah,
so,
let me send it to Mike.
so you had no desire to spend Mother's Day with your mother.
No.
Okay, so this is what's funny. Okay, Swan, what did I say I was going to do for Mother's Day?
Like, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna go out and like take my mom flowers or go visit my mom. And he called at like probably 10 o'clock before they would have been at church. And then you called again after like 1 or something when they got out of church and they didn't answer either time.
Yeah.
And then they finally probably called you back at like 4
6.
or 6.
After
okay.
6.
After 6. So clearly didn't.
Didn't want to call you back.
Yeah.
So what I said to Swan was, I'm like, I'm going to go, I had baby Swan, went and got my mom a couple of little trinkets for her Pandora bracelet. We got my mom a Pandora bracelet years ago. And my mom lost her sister in late last year, around November. Didn't lose her, lost her to the grave.
Okay.
And then
Also in the grocery store.
Yeah.
It was actually Market because they're Latino.
The market.
The Market.
Supermercado.
The supermercado.
Supermercado.
Mercado.
Supermercado.
Supermercado. And then my uncle died right before our fucking show.
Wow.
So that's two deaths before our two shows.
Yeah.
And my uncle's only like 11 years older than me, 10 years older than me. So she lost her two little siblings. They're both her youngers. Well, they're all younger than her except for one of them, but those are the two youngest. So we got these two little, baby Swan went and got these cute two little trinkets for her Pandora bracelet. And I was like, oh, this will be nice, for one for her brother, one for her sister. She can wear them. And yeah, she didn't. And after I called her, I said, watch, Swan, she won't call me back until like 5:00 at night or later. And that's what she did. Call me at like 6 something. I'm like, what the fuck?
And I feel like she didn't stay on the phone for very long with you either.
No, she didn't. And my son got her flowers, drove out to her house, left them there. And then my mother just proceeded to tell me how her special little boy was such a good boy, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, that's my kid.
You're not the special little boy he is?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's my child.
He's her favorite.
Oh, Jesus. Whatever.
Anyway.
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's all right. I told him he can have her. I'm like, yeah, you're going to have her.
Yeah.
Yeah. He gets to take care of her.
Yeah.
Like, it's a grandchild
Yeah. I told
thing.
my little brother that. I'm like, you as the youngest are responsible for taking care of them when they're old, especially since you're not married.
That's
You
how
just
my middle
gotta
sibling is. I'm
Move in with them and you get to take care of them. Yep.
Yeah. So you guys didn't want to be with your mother.
nope.
I wanted to see my mother, who clearly didn't want to see me. And poor Nemo couldn't see his mother. Nemo, you want us to have some tear jerky stories now that you want to tell us?
No, I have no tearjerker stories. My mom
Stop squeaking your fucking chair.
Wait, also I
Or I
sent you the
cry.
photo. Did you check your phone? Oh my gosh.
He's going to kill
It's a
you.
beautiful picture.
But I was asking you,
Who
who do
does
I
she
look
look like?
like?
Neither one of them.
I think she
You
looks
look
like
like
both.
me. Spitting image.
I look like Gigi. That's what I look like.
Look black like my asshole.
You look like me.
No. He has no.
Silence.
Is that your dad?
Yes, those are both of my parents, mom and dad.
Yeah,
Your dad's
follow along.
attractive.
What?
Follow along, Nemo.
Your
Follow
dad's
along.
attractive.
Thank you. He
You
was when he
should
was
hook
younger. He
him
was
up with Swan's dad.
Like, your
Yeah.
mom's ugly.
no.
Like,
My
your
dad
mom's
was.
not.
He's very handsome. When he was younger, oh my god! Some of the pictures when he was younger, I was like, oh yeah, Dad.
That's nasty. She's
I'm not saying that. I'm saying he
That's
was very
creepy.
good looking when he was younger. He's a good looking man. That's where I got my looks from. So fuck
There
you.
you go.
Yeah, you look just like
Your
a dude.
manly looks.
Yeah.
Exactly.
like a
I
dude.
got my manly looks for my
Dude,
dad.
Gigi, yeah, you look just like a dude.
A
No.
dude with a big ass and big tits.
No wonder your husband got strangely and angrily aroused when he saw that picture of you making yourself look like a dude.
Oh my god, no! That freaked him out so much.
Because he popped one. That's why he freaked out.
No,
Oh, it awoke something in him he did not want.
So my mom and I had a very complicated relationship. We fought like cats and dogs. And finally, when I was in my 20s, I learned that all I had to say was, I don't want to fight with you right now. I'm going to walk away. I'll come back later. And that was how I kept our relationship healthy.
Because she always wanted to fight with you.
Yeah, we would always get into it. We were very much alike.
Mm.
So I'd say something, she'd get upset. She'd start yelling.
Wait,
I'd start yelling back.
what were you saying to her
Then-
that make her upset? Was it you, or she just got upset about anything?
Yeah, she
Okay.
was she was very wounded. Let's use that word.
Okay.
It would be very
She
hard.
was a great mom, but she was very hard to. There was a lot of stuff.
A lot of trauma.
Yeah.
So Mike, when you were injured,
I mean,
who was driving?
she was 23 when I was in my car accident.
Who was driving?
My biological father.
Your biological father. So your mom wasn't driving.
Mhm.
Okay, but she
No.
still felt
She was
obviously.
holding me on her lap.
Oh.
But they've done so many studies showing you can't hold anything.
But this was in 1978.
Sure. Yeah, I know,
before
but-
those studies.
Yeah, before those studies,
Right.
but they showed that it's impossible to hold on to something. But that's probably why she probably had so much guilt, and then you were probably a dickhead.
Oh,
And you probably
Like,
rubbed it.
I
And you
grew
probably
up
rubbed it in
knowing-
her face. You're like, it's your fault that I'm like this. You could have held on
I grew up-
tighter.
I grew up knowing I couldn't bring up my car accident. Like my job was to protect her from feeling bad.
Wow.
But
That's
he
a lot
said,
to
fuck
carry.
that, I'm doing it anyway.
That's a lot to carry as a child. Like,
Well, same with
especially when you only
Swan.
have one arm.
Oh.
wow. Okay.
You don't need
You don't get
50,000
You don't
drums.
get 4. Come on, you get 1.
I hope you go to hell, you douchebag.
I mean, that could be a new joke. Write that down.
Go to hell, douchebag. I love it.
Oh.
Slaptail salute.
Oh, come
That should be a
on.
thing. God damn it for the Slaptail squad.
I think that's a good idea.
Actually, is
Do I have to do it with my left hand?
You
We
can
can
do
meet
it
in the
with your
middle.
other hand.
You can do with the other hand, whatever you want. You get to choose, Mike.
I was actually born left-handed.
Really?
yes, we know.
Yeah,
Oh, interesting.
yeah. I still write like a lefty would.
Terribly.
You know how lefties can do backwards writing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I heard that. I don't know. I've never seen that.
Yeah, I can do backwards.
I don't think so. My husband and one of my kids are left-handed, but I've never seen them do backwards writing.
You should ask them.
I should ask them.
You should.
So that's like writing in Arabic. The other way. There you go.
No, we're never going to have any
It's
Arabic
the
listeners.
bomb.
Never going to have any
What?
Arabic listeners
No,
because
I-
y'all are making fun of them.
What are you talking about? I will encourage them to listen.
Ah, okay, good.
But they won't listen because you're a girl.
True.
That's
very
not
true.
true.
They're like, yeah, we don't listen.
We don't listen to the
we
sharmutas.
we only put cock in mouth.
We like the big, delicious
Every
cocks.
orifice you have, we put the cock,
All the
put the cock
orifices.
in.
What's his name? What's the character's name?
Oh, Watto? Yeah.
Oh, I don't. It sounds like.
I just saw a meme today that totally reinforced what I said. There was a picture of Darth Vader. He was standing next to the Emperor. The Crimson Guard was behind them. And then the whole like platoon of stormtroopers on the top. And then on the bottom, there was a picture of Watto. And it says, all of this could have been avoided if Watto would have just accepted Rebel or Imperial credits.
Oh, interesting. I don't get it.
I know.
Just like the whole
And you're
comedy
like,
show.
interesting. And you're like, I'll just nod and go, I get it.
Okay, I believe you.
I got it. Anyway, we did this show. I didn't talk to you about the show yet, did I?
No.
No.
So our show on May 4th was a lot of fun. It was the least amount of tickets sold that we've ever had on any show, which was very disappointing. I thought we were going to sell that show out, honestly. Anyway, but everybody had a lot of fun. But the audience was not all like Star Wars fans.
Right.
So, and when we originally set up the show, all the comedians asked me, they're like, well, do you expect me to do Star Wars jokes? Like my whole set Star Wars? I'm like, no. I'm like, just do like 1 or 2 Star Wars jokes. Do your regular set. I know for a fact 2 of us are going to do Star Wars based comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Me and the last guy. Well, everybody decided that they were going to do Star Wars jokes.
Yeah.
So there was nothing but basically Star Wars jokes.
And I said
I
to
mean,
Raph, I'm like, I don't understand.
They
all
were
of it.
funny.
They were funny. Like they did a good job. I think everybody did a really great job with the jokes and the style of jokes. And if I knew more about Star Wars like you do, I probably would have loved every joke.
Yeah, I was dying. But yeah, if you don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it was interesting. Yeah, I was dying because I was like, wow, some people took deep dives on Star Wars stuff.
Yeah, they did.
But it was good. But it was funny. Had to be there. But yes, that was the thing, is looking out at people that I'm like, yeah, that person doesn't know anything about Star Wars. Neither does that one or that one or that one.
It was like me like this.
Like, huh?
What's going on? I think that was funny.
Everybody else is laughing, so
Let me
I'm
check
going to
the guy.
laugh too.
Let me
Right.
check and see if the guy in the front row is laughing. The guy in the front row is laughing. It was a good one.
There was one guy in front that really loved all the jokes.
Yeah.
It was hilarious.
Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
Star Wars fan.
I like everybody dressed up too. That was nice.
So back to Mother's Day or Mothers or
Ugh.
whatever. Did you and your child do anything for Mother's Day, Mike?
Yeah, we went out to so I was
Manny's?
pissed
You went out to
because-
Manny's?
But I got,
Yeah.
Cramps in my gut.
Call back. No, we went to a Japanese restaurant that
Are you
had
sure?
steak.
Steakhouse?
Like
Yeah.
hibachi?
I can't remember the name of it.
That's okay.
No, it wasn't hibachi. It wasn't Benihana either.
That's okay.
Whatever.
What was the name of that restaurant?
yeah. Hey, Doris, what was the name of that?
Say it one more time. We were at Kona Grill.
Oh, Kona?
Yeah.
Kona?
So, and you were
Kona.
pissed? Why were you pissed?
Because no, not at Kona Grill.
Oh, okay.
But I brought her a bunch of stuff and I went upstairs to shower and I was gonna come down and put it all together and give it to her nicely. And she decided to clean the place that I hid all the gifts in.
Oh no.
So
I was sitting there waiting for her to find things.
Did she find all the gifts?
She found one gift.
Okay.
What'd you get her?
But then I couldn't get any of the gifts out. I got Ferrero Rocher, a
Yes.
big thing of it.
What's that?
chocolate.
And, a couple of necklaces, a couple of like a candle, and
Like a
for
candle?
when I fart because it smells.
Wait, does the candle smell like fart? Is that what you're saying?
No, I smell like fart. The candle smells pretty.
Okay, good.
So you have flower flavored farts then when you.
It's like
Just
fish
light
and
it up, honey.
roses.
Just light it up.
Yeah, right.
So you got her gifts for Mother's Day.
Yes.
From
Isn't
you
that
or
what
from
you're
your?
supposed to do?
No, it's supposed to be the kids.
From the kid.
Oh, from
Yeah,
the kid. Okay, so
from
this
the
was
kid.
supposed to be from the kid.
Well, it sounds like you're taking credit.
She's 10.
Sounds like you're taking credit
She
for it.
doesn't have money to buy
Sounds like, but it sounds like you're taking credit for it. You're like, I got her.
You know what?
They
Here's
bought together. How about that?
Oh,
Gotcha.
Like,
Okay.
They.
Yes.
Okay.
To me, I think the cutest thing was when the kids are little and they would make cards or gifts, and
Ah.
that's the best.
Yeah, I keep those. I have a
Yeah.
bunch of them.
I still have a coupon book.
I keep them to remind me when my children love me. I'm like, oh,
Back in
look,
the
this
day.
is when my daughter loved me. Look, this is when she called me daddy.
That 1 week in 1987.
Right.
She wasn't born yet. It was a long time ago.
Or like
No.
2007.
She never loved you.
Yeah, she never loved me. Yeah, that's true.
She gave him a dirty look like within 6 minutes of spitting out the vag. Like literally,
"Who are
we have
you?"
a picture. We have a picture of her with the dirty look.
She's like, this is my father. Great.
Yeah, it's really a funny picture. But
It
she's
is a
like,
funny picture, but
That's how she looks all the time. She's always
Yeah.
like,
It hurts.
It hurts. Yeah.
it
she
does.
gets it snide facey.
Cuts me deep. Cuts me deep.
Haram.
She.
It's okay.
That's why. That's what makes you mad about children. Your child can sit there and go, "Oh, Dad doesn't like me." You full well know I do because you torture me and you know how much it hurts me when you do. So she, they sit there and say, Swan's always like, "Oh, baby Swan says you don't like her." I'm like, if she really believed that, she wouldn't try to hurt me because she knows that she can easily hurt me at any point in time because I love her so much.
Do you tell her you love her a lot?
Oh, yeah, every fucking day.
I'm not saying you don't. I'm just asking.
Yeah, every fucking day.
Okay.
I'll say, always.
And what does she say back?
Good night.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm. The boy does though. The boy
I
does.
can make her say I love you too. It's not I love you first, but she'll say love you too.
That's just because she can't reach stuff when you're holding it over her head.
It's true. It's true.
Say you love
give
your
me-
mom. Say you love your mom.
Well,
I'll give this to you.
My 10-year-old says it to me all the time.
That she loves you?
I only started liking her when she turned 7.
Your 10-year-old must not have a sense of smell. You should go get that checked.
Hiyo.
Oh my God, she has a huge sense of smell.
She walks in the room. Dad. Well, does she ever call you dad
she
or
walks
no?
in the room. Did you fart?
Does she ever call you dad or
I
no?
did.
No, I just smell like poo.
No, she doesn't.
She doesn't. Okay.
She's like a purveyor of farts.
POF.
But what my nieces and nephews go, Aurelia's dad's here. And
What?
she doesn't say anything. That's how you knew it turned the corner. When it used to happen really early, she'd go, he's not my dad.
Oh.
My dad.
And now she's just giving in.
Does she know her biological dad?
Yeah,
He
dude,
lives
you don't
in our
know that
basement.
story?
Oh, I'm sorry.
They are brother husbands.
I forgot about that.
He has a brother husband that lives in the basement.
That's right. I forgot that story.
Do you guys ever compare schlongs, Nemo?
No.
No?
Nope. Nope.
You don't know
Do
who's
not
got,
want to see it.
who's got the bigger one, do you
Nope.
think?
Nope.
Mine's bigger than
No,
Beaveman's.
no. Let's ask my wife.
Oh, she's gonna hate you for sure. Hey, Jeanette.
Jeanette,
probably
they
do.
have a very important
Gigi,
question.
Your freaking clit's probably like a speed bag.
No, it's not.
Oh God, no, we're not
not
gonna.
coming.
She's not gonna come, and you're gonna be like, you're not
Oh
getting
my
sex for like a year if you like let us go through with that. She'd be like,
She's
I'm
not
gonna go.
coming. Wait, here she comes.
Oh,
Here, they have a
Oh,
question.
shit. Gigi, go
They
ahead.
have a question. No, they can ask it and I won't get in trouble. If I ask it, I'll get in trouble.
she's
Did
gonna
you hear
kick your
this?
ass either way, dude.
No, come on.
Who has the bigger dick?
But she can't hear you. She doesn't have the headphones on.
I did not ask this. This was them. This was.
But he still wants to know.
So we know the
She's
story.
listening.
Okay, we
Okay.
know the story about brother husband living in the basement. Go
Who
ahead,
has
Gigi.
the bigger dick?
Are they talking?
Yes.
That's why she's laughing.
Ah, it's not you, Nemo.
You, Nemo. she plays the fifth, so it's totally not
She
you.
didn't say anything. All she did was
Not
laugh.
you, Nemo. She just laughed.
We
Not
knew.
you.
We know the answer. You don't.
It's okay. I don't need to have the bigger one.
Who is
Who
the
has
blacker
bigger
one?
arm? Oh, that was mean. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm mean.
You are mean.
I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm just.
Who has two arms and the bigger schlong? Not Nemo.
And can do the thumbs up at themselves.
That's mean. Oh my gosh.
Never has
Okay.
someone answered a question so quickly without saying anything.
Oh my goodness. This is awesome.
Oh, that's
And Nemo's definitely not getting laid tonight.
No.
Baby.
No.
No, tell her she still needs to have sex with you.
Now that guy must have a huge hog though, because I heard Nemo's got a huge hog.
Oh, really?
That's what I heard.
Oh, is that true?
Is true, Nemo?
Nemo?
I'm not.
He's
I'm
gonna
not
plead the
having
fifth
this
now.
conversation.
He's gonna- He's gonna plead the fifth now. Who's all about bragging about it earlier?
probably does,
but
and
Is
that's
it
why
a
he has
fifth
a-
of the other cock? 1/5?
That's why he has a seizure.
I'm not.
When his cock fills up with blood, it reduces the blood to his brain. He has a seizure.
Oh, that's awesome.
speechless.
Oh,
I'm glad you're having fun there, Gracie.
I'm sorry. I love you, Nemo. I'm sorry. I'm just laughing at Beaveman.
Uh-huh.
And Mr. Phil Beaveman.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
It's now Babeman.
Babyman. Mr. Babyman.
do you need a lawyer? Call Beaveman, Goldstein,
Joel Beaveman.
Goldstein, and I don't know another one.
That's funny.
Bernstein.
Goldberg, Goldstein, and Beaveman. It's ridiculous. Oh,
Not
anyway.
Beaverman.
All right.
I'm just kidding.
Anyways,
Lost my train of thought there. From that
You know what?
elbow off the top rope that Janine just delivered.
Jeanette.
Jeanette.
Get it
Not
right.
Janine.
Jeanette.
Sorry. I had
Nemo's lover.
Lover.
Nemo's paramour.
I'm a little boy.
Why are you saying that?
I forgot what I was going to
I
ask.
have no
Yes.
shame.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I forgot what I was going to ask Nemo. I forgot already. It's okay. I can't remember it. It
About his mom or about his dick?
was about his dick, but I can't remember what I was going to ask. That's fine. Don't worry about it.
That's fine.
That's
It's
fine.
Well, we didn't really talk about moms too much, other than
Well.
apparently the two. Too bad JD wasn't on. By gosh,
I mean, my mother likes
probably
to
would've
pretend
been
like,
crying.
Gosh.
he probably would have been crying like a baby,
Oh,
like a little cherub.
It's
like a
hard.
little chubby
It's
cherub.
hard when you lose your mom.
yeah, I'm sure it is.
In Walmart.
Let's talk about who we want to die first, though.
Oh.
Okay.
You.
Um,
No.
In regards
In
to-
terms of what? In regards to what?
I was going to parents, but Mike's like, you fucking bad.
So, I mean, mine are going to die within 8 days of each other. I'm 100% sure because my father's been circling the drain for a good 6 months now.
Circling the drain.
Yes. And has
It's a
outlived
medical
himself.
term.
Has
It is.
outlived
It is.
himself a bunch of times.
Wow.
He's currently in a nursing home, and then as soon as my mother, who should have been in a nursing home 10 years ago, as soon as he dies, she's gonna die too, because she's already like flipping her lid about everything. So
Okay.
Yeah.
What
The
about
question
Keith?
was, who do you? Okay. The question.
who do
is
I want?
Not
to
who do you
die?
want. Let's say, okay, who would you prefer dies first? 2 questions. Who would you prefer dies first? And who do you think will die first?
Oh.
I mean, I guess I'd prefer that my mother dies first, so I don't have to deal with her hysterical bullshit.
Wow.
And then my
Jesus.
father is going to die first.
Oh, wow. That's
And I don't care about either of them, to be honest.
Damn.
Wow.
Harsh.
for me.
I may go to my mother's funeral just for, the family
The parting
for
gifts?
for the group chat, so I don't look like a complete bitch. But I do
For the
not. I'm not
piñata?
gonna go. Yes, for the pinata, for the group chat. But
I mean,
I'm
if you
not
bust her
going to
open,
my
there's definitely
father's.
going to be sugar that falls out.
That is true.
Sugar, it's just going to be big cubes of sugar falling out of her body.
Yes.
Honey, sugar.
Honey and sugar, yeah.
Uh,
For me, it's definitely, I think, well, my dad's not great right now. So I think health-wise, he will probably die first. But they say only the good die young. My mom will never die. But I would love it if
damn.
it was the opposite.
Damn.
She's not the nicest person. Everybody thinks she's the most wonderful. People are like, I love your mom. And behind closed doors, she's a fucking bitch.
She talks shit about those same people who love her.
She talks shit about everybody. She talks shit about her own kids to her other kids. That's what she does with us. She tries to pit us against each other all the time. It's bullshit.
So maybe your bitch ex sister is really nice.
No, she's not. She's just like my mom. She's awful. Ugh.
So do you think if either one of your parents died, your other parent would find a new significant
No,
other?
I think if my mom died, my dad would
did.
celebrate.
My father did, but he didn't tell any of us. And then he just invited her to family barbecue.
Obviously, he's like, oh, she just showed up all of a sudden. I don't know what happened.
How long after your mom
and,
died?
And as a year.
Oh, okay.
They started dating a year after she died.
Oh,
Okay.
I
And
thought you
then
meant
we
she was
met
dating
a year
her.
and a half after she died.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's not too bad. I mean,
But-
how old was your mom
but-
when she died?
67.
Oh, pretty
Okay.
young. Pretty young.
Yeah.
I thought you meant your dad was dating her while they were still together, but didn't show up with
No.
her till a year.
No,
Okay.
but he didn't tell any of us. And someone asked him, did you tell your kids? And he's like, yeah, they know.
You're like, no, he didn't.
Is
No,
she
we
hot?
didn't.
Was she hot?
You know how he told me,
That says it all. Ugh.
you know how he told me that how he thought they told me they were dating? I called him up. I said, hey, I'm at the house. Where are you? Oh, I'm out with a friend.
Oh, yes, the
Oh.
friend.
And he said, I told you that day you called and I said I was out with a friend. I'm like, that means you went
Say
bowling.
it's just a friend.
That does not mean you went fucking.
Yeah.
Oof. Yeah, but when they say friend, that's what they mean.
Yeah.
The friend who
Yeah, but
fucks.
friend could have been like a guy or.
They would've said
No,
buddy.
they say their name.
No, they always
Usually
say
you'll
either name or their buddy.
Say their
They're
name.
not going to say friend for a dude. No, most guys were just like, it's my buddy. I went out with my friends.
Yep.
Well, let's say my friends, but not friend.
Right.
Friend singular.
And
is a
so
woman.
I was on the road for like 3 weeks and my whole family knew about her and no one told me.
Nemo's the last to know.
I was
Shut up.
pissed.
What-
They just
what-
assumed you
Why
knew.
were you pissed? Why were you
Yeah.
pissed? Because you were the
I
last
was
to know, or
pissed
why
at
were you
my
pissed?
brother and sister. I was pissed at my brother and sister.
Oh,
You're
I
not
They
pissed
see.
at
could
your
have
dad.
told me.
They didn't tell you?
You're not mad at your dad.
Nope.
Do you like
No,
your
I'm not
Do you
mad
like
at
your dad?
I want my dad to be happy.
Okay, there we go. All right.
Okay.
And she is very nice and she's not unattractive.
But you said,
It's
Blech.
just hard
But it's
for
not
me to
his
fully.
type.
I mean, you wouldn't fuck her.
She's
What you're
nothing
saying?
like my mom.
Well,
Okay.
of course not. She's not supposed to be like your mom. That's not
But
why.
she's the exact opposite.
Well, maybe that's what your dad liked, and he didn't realize it till later in life because people's tastes change.
Yeah.
I like you even less right now. Shut up.
I'm not trying.
Be on my team.
Yeah.
Be on my team.
Okay.
Stop
She's
trying
awful.
to humanize. Stop trying to humanize
She's
his father.
awful. And she's ugly and she's a bitch. I'm just
And
kidding.
she's not your mom.
Exactly.
Don't
Never be your
call
mom.
her mom.
Never be your mom.
Call her your dad's paramour.
Or maybe you should start calling her mom.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe you guys
"Hey,
could
Mom."
do some stepmom, stepson porn. That's a big thing.
Oh,
No.
Start calling her mommy.
Oh.
mommy dearest. Yuck.
You know what my favorite kind of porn is now?
No, we don't want to know.
Oh,
Star
My
Wars
dad's
porn. We know what it
nieces
is.
were much more upset
There's
about
not enough
this
good
than
Star Wars
we
porn.
were.
Who was much more upset about this?
My dad's nieces.
Oh,
They
why?
called us. They're like, "Why is he dating someone else?" I'm like, "I have no
Because
idea.
he's
I didn't
lonely?
even know he was dating."
Yeah.
He's lonely. Well, you know, your mom died pretty young.
Yeah.
She did.
67's young. I mean, my grandma died at
Mhm.
62. That's fucking
Oh, that is
young.
young. Yeah, that's very young.
I mean, my grandpa died when I was in high school, like over 20, like almost 24 years ago or something like that.
Yeah, he
And
was
my
like
grandma,
80.
no, he wasn't. He was like early 70s. And my grandma stayed single the entire time. My grandma was only like 70 when he died.
My grandma was
So-
I was in my early 30s when she died.
Yeah.
That was sad.
Hmm.
But
I
she
think
had-
your
she had
grandma
diabetes.
enjoyed her independence.
She did enjoy her independence.
your grandma
yes.
I
was
think that,
adorable.
yeah, I think she didn't want.
No,
like,
she didn't.
She wanted to
wasn't-
be. She wanted to live her own life.
She wasn't lonely, and she had all of her church people and her friends and all of her activities that
Yeah.
she did. That was her thing to do because she didn't get to do that when she was a child.
Right.
She raised children
Yes.
because she raised her 11 brothers and sisters when
What?
her mom died
Oh, I
very
see.
early
So
when her mom
she
was
had
like
to-
in her early 20s, and she had like a 6-year-old child
Oh, that's
up through-
rough.
up through I don't know, like 17 or something to raise.
That's rough.
Yeah. So
My mom's the oldest of 8 children, right? 8. And so
Wow.
for a long time, she was sort of like, she never graduated high school either. And neither did my dad. And so
Damn.
both of them, yeah, my dad was the youngest of 8. She was the oldest of 8, but they were the same age. So that shows you where he was. But then my dad also has 2 younger half siblings after his mom died, after he was born, because she kept having kids and wasn't supposed to, whatever. And she died not long after. She was only like, I think he was maybe like a year or so old. He was just a baby. So then when my grandfather was like desperate because he had all these kids, he's like, what the fuck do I do? So then he immediately married my step grandmother, who was a bitch. And I would never call her grandma in Arabic at all, ever. I was just said that I would
What
call
does
her
that
by
sound like?
no, it would say like you could say Siti or Teta, but I would call her. I'd call her by her name. I'd say Badia, but I wouldn't say Teta Badia. I'd just say Badia.
Damn, shouldn't her name was Medea?
Badia,
Oh,
and
sorry.
which means beautiful in Arabic, and she was not beautiful.
Well, you
So,
don't know what your kid's gonna look like.
She was a
name 'em.
bitch.
Look good. They look
They
pretty
should've
good
called
right
her-
now. I call them beautiful.
I called them
call
brazen.
them beautiful.
You look like a date. You're all crinkly like a fig. And
What
yeah,
is word for little ball of shit?
Chara. It's chara. Chara is poop. There you go.
Sexy.
Okay, so how come nobody's asking me? How come I don't get to
I was just going to ask you, what is your answer?
Okay, so who would I prefer dies first?
Yeah.
I prefer my father dies first. Who do I think is gonna die first? My mother, which is gonna suck
Mm-hmm.
ass. Because
Yeah.
then you know what's gonna happen? My dad is gonna marry somebody 20 or 30 years younger than him.
Ew.
Just so that they can take care of him.
Yep.
Because he
Oh.
just needs someone to get his pop for him or
Oh,
do
Jesus.
whatever. He literally like, hey, can I get a Diet Pepsi? Yeah, get off your fucking ass and get it.
He doesn't have an ass. I got that from him.
Ew.
Yeah, that is true. He does
No
not.
ass.
He is like the
No.
equivalent of a Lego character's ass.
Do you need to
Like,
put
just
in little
flat.
cushions so it looks like you have an ass?
Yes.
Like
I
drag
think
queens
so.
wear the little, they wear the hip pads. You could just get
Yeah.
the little butt pad.
No, I don't want to falsely advertise it because if if I got to take down my drawers and stuff from somebody, then I got no ass. It's not a good thing. That's my fear. My fear is that my mother will die first.
I mean, your father has already had many brushes of death and somehow bounces back from them.
It was
so-
quite amazing. It
Yeah.
has been miraculous. I do not know how.
I don't understand it. My dad's had quadruple bypass and aortic valve replacement, and he's still not taking care of himself. I was like, you had a second chance
are,
in life.
I mean, those are fairly normal, like not normal, but like you survive them fairly okay. His father had like a kidney function of someone who
Usually dies.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
His creatinine was like above 8, and usually
Potassium was above 8.
Sorry.
Potassium was
But-
above 8. He was in severe renal failure.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And
But
just
he
bounced right back.
It's like,
Okay.
Boom. Bounced back. Had cancer.
Bounce back.
They just did a little resection, and they gave him the option. They're like, you can do chemotherapy by IV or take a pill. My dad's like, I'll take a pill. Had no side effects, nothing.
Wow.
Found melanoma. They cut it out of him. He's all good. I'm like, yeah.
It's a medical miracle.
That might be where I get my Wolverine stuff from. Because he's a little hairy man. He's like the badger, though.
It's a honey badger.
Honey badger.
Honey badger don't give a shit.
Stop squeaking!
he gonna kill you.
That wasn't me.
Yes, it was.
Who was it
That was
then?
you. That was you.
No.
He's trying the
That
he's trying the
wasn't me.
Nemo
That
mind
was
trick.
you.
He's trying the Nemo mind
Don't-
trick. It doesn't work.
Don't gaslight me.
I didn't fart. You did.
Don't.
Oh
Why are you
my God.
demonizing Nemo over there?
Because he must be demonized.
I must go.
What would happen?
night, everybody.
But I.
What do you mean? Where are you
Where the
going?
fuck you going?
His wife told him he's got to hang up now, or he's in big trouble.
He's already over his minutes.
Yep.
Fuck off the phone. Fine, go. Okay.
Fine, we don't care.
Bye, Nemo. Fine.
Yeah, good.
Wow.
Good job promoting
wow,
yourself.
that hurts.
We
You want me
care.
to
Promoting
go?
We don't want you to
Good
leave,
job promoting
jackass.
yourself. Good job promoting yourself.
Nemo, you got anything coming up soon?
Nope.
Not prepared.
Nope.
As usual.
Not
All right. Well, then I
prepared.
will say thank you to the people of Cyprus for listening to us. We're at number 35 in Cyprus. Let's get us up to number 1, Cyprus. I want to go to Cyprus. I'm going there next year.
I want to go
Just
to
to say
Cyprus.
thank you.
Let's
Just a
all
thank you.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Cyprus.
Cyprus.
Cyprus. Cyprus.
Let's all go. That would be great.
Quickly, Slaptail Squad salute.
Wait, do we have to do our left arm?
No, you can do it whatever arm you
Okay,
want.
whatever
I
arm.
prefer the
Okay.
left arm because that's
Right.
I'm doubling down.
Look, he double armed. He double fisted.
I think that makes you the master and commander of this particular symbol.
Only-
wait, this
only-
is a good story.
That's
Wait,
Uh-oh.
this is a good story.
Yeah, well, we're out of
Good
time. Thanks for the time.
No, let him tell his story. Let him tell his story. You stop it.
So my friend Ames is a
Your friend's name is
transgender
AIDS?
male. Ames.
Oh,
AMES.
That's a bad name to select for.
He's a transgender male. I've known him when he was a she, so it's a very long time. He's very much into fisting, and he went to this event called Fist Fest.
Oh, good Lord. That's a thing.
You should have started
That's
with
the
this
thing.
story, dude. Come
That's the
on.
thing. And he goes, I want you to go. You would be so popular. People would want to see you fist with your bad hand.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that. That's funny.
Honestly,
Put a gigantic condom on it and just boop, boop.
seriously though, honestly, Mike, if you wanted to make money, I really do feel like you could have an OnlyFans and make a
100%. 100%. I remember watching a porn one
Jamming
time.
that into things.
Yeah. I saw a porn one time
Jam that into some salsa, and you're like, oh.
and somebody, it
A
was
watermelon. You're like,
I saw a porn once, or well, one of my friends sent me this porn, of course, because he's a weirdo. Sent me a porn of a woman who had only just the upper, like her bottom leg had been amputated. So it's just the top. And she took her thigh and just like fucked the dude in the ass with it. It was hilarious.
gross.
It was a weird porn. I was like,
She's like, I'm
like,
watching.
what's
I can't
going
not
on?
watch.
I know. It's like, I couldn't stop watching. I'm like, oh, that's fascinating. It was wild to watch.
She moved her clit out of her way. Oh, it's just
No, it's just her leg.
No,
She just
you.
used her- me? Oh.
You move this away. I feel like you got a talent that people are into.
100%.
Listen,
You probably make a lot of money.
I would. Let's do it. OnlyFans.
I'm not doing it for you. I'm not being the one who film it. I'll be like filming like this.
Listeners, let it be known that B-Man looks like he's about to barf.
If you hear gagging, it's the beef. It's my camera crew.
Jumanji's doing sound, and he's like, oh. Holding the boom mic, vomiting. And then the people who are tapping in, they're like, is that vomit? Shove your fist in that vomit. And then we're really vomiting. Then we're all vomiting.
Yep. Oh my gosh, somebody would love that.
And Ron's is in the corner.
Someone would love that.
Ron's is in the corner beating himself off.
Oh man, giving himself an angry handy J.
An angry handy J. An angry one. I'll punch that puppy so hard I'll make it cry.
He said that once? Oh my
yes.
gosh.
Oh, yes.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy. All right. Well, anyways, back to thinking of the people of Cyprus. Thank you to our listeners all over the world. It would be nice to make the American charts, but you know what? We're on Cyprus, and who can say that?
That's
I
right.
guess the top 34.
People in Cyprus can say
The
that.
rest of the people above
People
us.
above us and the people
Cyprus.
below us. Okay. Well, anyway, that's for me, the Beaveman. Adios, smooch fuckos. Happy late Mother's Day.
Bye.
Way to promote yourselves. Yeah.
I have something to promote. We have a comedy show on Saturday, June 1st at the Crawl Space Comedy Theater in Kalamazoo, Michigan. It will be our kickoff to Pride comedy show. It's going to be pretty dope. There's going to be 5 comedians doing their sets, and each of them are of the LGBTQ plus community, and they are going to each have their own straight man opener. So it'll be pretty interesting and fun, good times.
Looking forward to it.
Going on June 1st.
Yeah.
By their requests.
Yeah.
Not by our, we were not being dicks. That was all
this is
them.
all their idea and the person who put the show together's idea. So
That's great.
Trying to get multiple, we'll be at multiple venues. We're working on
we're
other ones.
spreading the word. We're
Alright.
spreading the Slaptail
Spreading their wealth.
Nation. We're spreading the beaver.
Spreading their ass cheeks.
Spreading the beaver.
And what other shows we got, Swan?
We have that, and then this one will be. Well, no, it won't be because it's coming out on Sunday. We have one on Friday, May 24th at Main Street Pub in Kalamazoo on Gull Road. That one should be pretty good too.
Oh, it's on Gull.
It's Main Street
Okay.
on Gull Road in Kalamazoo
Oh.
on Friday, the 24th.
And
God, do you want me to give all the things out?
the newest thing.
The
is a
newest
big
thing
deal. This is a
upcoming,
big
breaking
deal.
news. I didn't know if I was allowed to say it or not.
Do it.
But there will be, so this is breaking news, only here to hear if you're listening, Cyprus. And if you want to come in, you have some time because it will be every third Thursday. And the first one will be June 20th at the Dormouse Theater in Kalamazoo. We're having an open mic night. Yeah.
Best
Awesome.
popcorn.
Best
in the
popcorn
city.
ever. Oh my
Best
gosh.
popcorn
Yes.
ever. Super good. Lots,
Yes.
Yum.
If you
Yeah.
haven't been to the Dormouse Theater in Kalamazoo, you need to go to something there and check it out. It's
Yeah.
a great space. It is queer owned and they are wonderful.
Yeah, not just comedy, but we went there for a play, and that play was fucking excellent.
What about the play I was in?
Yeah,
That
the
was-
Nerd was really good.
That was good, but also
That was really good. The
they did a great
Nerd.
job.
Shout out to the cast of The Nerd. That
Yes.
was an amazing show. Popcorn, always on point.
the Nerd was great. Also, you didn't like it. Did you like when I did Steel Magnolias?
Nerd was awesome.
Oh my god.
Aw.
So mean.
Anyways,
my
so
ass
yes, that's what we
Popcorn
got.
was also really good.
Yeah, they
at
do
Steel
have killer
Magnolias.
popcorn. Oh, poor Gigi. Gigi put her heart and soul in there.
I did. I worked hard on that. It was hard memorizing all the lines.
You had 4 lines, Gigi.
I did not.
Oh.
You had the least amount of lines in everybody in the show.
Wow. No.
Harsh.
What did
Weezer
you
had the
play?
least amount. I played Clary.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You were a bitch.
I was. I got to be a snooty little bitch.
Popcorn was really good.
All right, well, that's enough for announcements. I feel like that's a lot. Bye from the Swan.
Ma salama, ya habibis.